Probably my biggest regret in life is how I kind of failed with YouTube. I I had this YouTube channel. I mean, I still have it. I kind of mentioned it in my last video, but I had this YouTube channel that I grew to like at its peak. I think it almost reached 44,000 subscribers. Since then, it's down to under 40,000 now. I think it's just under 40,000 now. Um, it's been pretty inactive for the last, couple of years. It's basically dead now. And that's honestly got to be probably my biggest regret in life. I feel like I could have done so much more with that opportunity I had, and I feel like I kind of just wasted it. To give more context, I had a Hypixel Skyblock channel, if you know what that is. It's basically on the server Hypixel, Minecraft's biggest server. Um, I think it's still the biggest game mode on there, called Skyblock. Yeah, I had a Hypixel Skyblock channel. Previous to that, so before that came out, that channel had around 1.5 thousand subscribers. And I would do Hypixel Sky Wars videos, right? And I would do a lot of streams on it and stuff. And so yeah, they got me 1.5k. But then Hypixel Skyblock came out, and I was one of the first people to cover it. And because of that, my first video did really good, which really encouraged me, and I kept going. And yeah, it's kind of long story short, I ended up with 40,000 subscribers, a little more than that, and it was great. I enjoyed playing the game a lot, and I was successful on YouTube doing it. And that was when I was in high school. I did not mean to make a pickaxe, dang it. But yeah, that was when I was in high school, and I was making money from it, and it was a pretty good amount of money for a high schooler. I was happy, dude. Like, that was awesome. That was such, like, I'm so grateful for that experience, even though it's kind of gone now, even though it's kind of over. I'm just so grateful to have at least had that experience. Yeah, I was very fortunate for that. But I still feel like I could have done so much more with that opportunity. The thing is, I kind of started getting bored of the Hypixel Skyblock game mode, and I wanted to branch out, but the people who came to my channel for Hypixel Skyblock, it was so hard to get them to watch anything else that I made. Like, they pretty much only wanted to watch the Hypixel Skyblock. And so, sorry about my headphones, but I was kind of just like trapped. I felt trapped in that content. What I eventually ended up doing was I made a new channel, because that channel was also, the views were starting to decrease, and so I ended up making a new channel where I was going to make general Minecraft content with like a more more editing production, like more production value is what I should say. And I did it for a little while. My first videos did pretty decent, but honestly, like, I will say I also kind of had an inflated sense of ego from the success on my first channel back then, and so I got like a couple thousand views on those first couple videos, but to me, like, that just wasn't good enough. I was used to always seeing, like, at least 5,000 views, a lot of times 10,000, 20,000 plus, and like even some of my videos had close to 1 million, and so I let that get to my head, kind of, and I regret doing that. I should have been happy with what I was getting, and I should have just kept going. But part of it too was just I was overall burnt out with making content, and so I did kind of like stop making that content. And honestly, I think if I had kept going, that was like right on the wave of when Minecraft content was kind of being innovated. Like, that was kind of when the Minecraft 100 days trend was starting, and like all this innovation was coming to the Minecraft scene. And I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of the way the Minecraft scene is now, and I talked about that in a different video. I would have actually only been contributing to a problem that I now am not a fan of, so there is that, and maybe that's, good that I wasn't part of that, but I don't know. I feel like I could have done well for myself, because my dream growing up with the YouTube thing was I had success in high school, so I always really wanted to like blow up by the time I was done with high school, to be able to have that be what I would do with my life, not have to, not go to college or get a different job. I just wanted YouTube to be it. Um, and I was really lucky to even be in a position where that could be a possibility, you know. But you know, I did work really hard at it since I was a little kid. So it's not like I got there. I put in the work to get there, but I just feel like the decisions I made just squandered that potential. Another thing too is like the whole time when I was making that Hypixel Skyblock content, I had friends who were telling me that I should like, you know, hire an editor or do other certain things, but I didn't want to spend the money on hiring an editor. I think it would have been a good idea for me to do that though, to just up the production value on my content. And I think that I don't know. I feel like it just would have given me more longevity, but I just wanted to keep all the money I was making. I feel like that was another dumb decision I made. I feel like there's so many things I could have done to branch out and just use that opportunity to secure the future I wanted for myself, but I kind of just wasted it. And you know, maybe I couldn't have really done that. You know, I was honestly like I was just kind of a dumb kid. Like I didn't understand a lot of things, and I've learned so much ever since that channel's kind of died. Like I do also think like part of me thinks also that it was necessary for that to happen for me to humble myself and realize certain things about the world. I personally believe that it may have been God who did that to me, and like he made that happen so that I would realize that I need to humble myself and I would learn. Um, so yeah, I don't think it's not an entirely bad thing that happened, but I just feel like I could have played my cards so much better and actually made something out of it and been able to actually be having YouTube as my career right now. Now I'm like having to figure out other like what I'm gonna actually do, and it's just like I always wanted YouTube to work. I was kind of just banking on YouTube working, honestly. Like that was really all I wanted to do. Um, as a kid, that was all I ever wanted to do, and now it's just like I'm at the age where, like I said, I'm 20 years old. I was going to college. I finished with that recently. I got an associate's degree, but it's like I don't really have anything else I want to pursue in college, so I'm just not doing that any further. And so at this point, I'm just kind of looking for jobs just to kind of see what I can do to kind of get by for the time being. Because really, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 job. I really would like YouTube to work out or to eventually be able to start some kind of business of my own. And I'll do the whole 9 to 5 job thing for a time to get to where I need to go, but just like, yeah, I really wish that I could have played my cards better and had YouTube be my career. Um, and you know, maybe it still can be. I'm hoping that it still can be. I'm hoping I can still have something work out, like I said. But it's like for now, for the time being, I have to be realistic, obviously, and figure something else out for the meantime. So yeah, I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get that out, talk about that, about the mistakes I made, and you know where I'm at now. So again, I do think that there is good that came from it. Like sometimes we need to be humbled. Sometimes we need stuff like that to happen to us to realize the error of our ways or, you know, whatever. Because again, I do think I was a little bit too overconfident. I was a little bit, you know, it grew my ego, and that was not good for me. So I am glad that I've been humbled now. And if I ever do have another opportunity of success like that, like I'm not gonna take it for granted, and I'm like going to do everything in my power to make sure that I use it to its fullest potential, and I do the most good in the meantime as well, because I also want to be a force for good and I want to help people, and I just yeah, I just want to use it for well. If I am blessed again with something like that, I want to use it for good. So yeah, that was a lot. I guess that's it. So let's have a sleepy. I need to get working more on this base area here. I think what I want to do is I want to build a bridge like over to some of these other mountains over here, so it's kind of all connected, and I can like, I want to build a more permanent base somewhere maybe over there. I don't want this to be my permanent base. It's just a little, it's a small area, but I like to keep it intact and stuff. But anyway, yeah, I'll shut up now. I hope you'll have a good day. I'll see you next time. Peace.